I want to take you to London, where pro-Palestinian supporters continue to clash with police. Let's have a look. Now, these were members or supporters of the Palestine Action group at Trafalgar Square. Now, this group is expected to be banned, Douglas, by the government, prescribed as a terrorist organisation after its members allegedly vandalised 2 planes at an RAF base. How do you see the way Western governments have handled this uprising since October 7, particularly the British, because they seem to have been particularly weak?
Yeah, I mean, they're all weak, Rita, and it's because they don't know what to do. They've imported large populations of people who have brought their own sectarian politics to countries like Britain, whether it's to do with Kashmir, Pakistani populations who've come to the UK who bang on about Kashmir, or the same people and others who will bang on about Middle Eastern politics. They've just brought their rife ethnic and religious hatreds with them. And the British state, like so many other countries, doesn't know what to do now, other than do a bit of kumbaya, why don't we all love the multiculti society bit. But actually, these people we're seeing there, I mean, they call themselves Palestine Action, and they attack RAF bases. They're just a combination of 2 groups of people, radical Muslims, and absolutely hollowed out Western far leftists who believe that their life will have some kind of meaning if they pretend that Palestine, as if that's a thing, a name, a place, a state, should be foremost in all of their concerns. And you know, it's a very interesting test for a country like Britain. Can the police and others actually rein in radical groups who bring our cities to a halt because of imported bigotries and hatreds? Or will they just continue to allow them to run riot? So far, they've just allowed them to run riot. We'll see. But if Starmer were to ban them, that would seem to me to be a very good thing. You know, no other groups are allowed to shut down cities repeatedly, be hooligans, deface things, invade military bases and much more. I think there should be a price for that. And I'm very happy if Palestine Action go the same way as the people they admire so much and get prescribed like Hamas and other terrorist groups.
Now, Douglas, I've always made the argument that if you don't like the West and its values, then don't emigrate there. If you want to see Sharia law, then there are plenty of Muslim majority countries you could live in. But I want to play you the response to that argument from a character called Shakil Afsar, who did very well, I've got to say, at the last general election in the UK, in the Hall Green constituency in Birmingham. He got the 2nd largest vote, running as an independent. Let's have a listen.
The city of Birmingham will not tolerate the disrespect of our Prophet, peace be upon him, and there will be outcomes from your actions. You will have repercussions for your actions. We have been trained from birth that we must defend the honor of our Prophet, and we will lay our life on the line.
Okay, you know, the other argument is, but okay, so if you don't like it here, go to your own country.
But why would we do that when our forefathers were instrumental in rebuilding this country after World War II? It was our grandfathers who worked in the factories 20 hours. It was our grandfathers who came here and ran the infrastructure. It was our grandfathers who brought you the lovely curry, which is your national dish. So how can you tell us to go? We're not going nowhere. We are here to stay. Like I say, we're not here to take part. We're here to take over.
Douglas, what's your response to that? The argument is their forefathers helped rebuild the UK and they're entitled to take over.
Well, he can scram as far as I'm concerned. My forefathers did a lot more for a lot longer than his. And if he wants to talk about the importance of Pakistani labour in the post-war period, very happy that other British people go head to head and point out what our forebears did for a lot longer and a lot better. To actually build Britain. Britain isn't built on a couple of generations of immigration. It's built on centuries, in fact, millennia of men and women who did extraordinary things. And to watch that being trampled on by this person, I just would play it around any other way. If a white British person were to go to Pakistan and say, I'm, very sorry, but actually my forebears built this country, not you, and I'll do whatever I want, and we'll have a kind of white takeover of Pakistan or anything like that, it would be absolutely condemned by everyone. It wouldn't be tolerated at all. I'm just fed up of hearing demagogues like that. I'm sorry, the country doesn't belong to him and people like him. And I hope he doesn't push the British people as much as he's trying to, because he might not like what he gets back.